welcome back to my channel. Here I am with Raylene again, and today we are going to be talking basically about our opinion on Tanacon. Okay, so if you don't know who Tana is, basically her name's Tana Mojo. She's a YouTuber. She's mostly known for, like, I would say her story times and whatnot. I mean, and vlogging. She does have a vlogging channel too, and she is now making music, and she's dating Bella Thorne.
Yeah,
so
I was gonna say, you forgot about the Bella
yeah,
Thorne.
she's dating Bella Thorne, so that's all you gotta know. But anyway, so me and Raylene are gonna be talking about Tanacon. Me and her, we wanted to go, but the tickets sold out, so we actually didn't go. So this is, you know, just saying this is our opinion. We'll talk about it, inform you, whatever, so forward.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start how Tanacon started.
So Tanacon pretty much started when Tana posted a rant video about VidCon, and for most of you guys should know, VidCon does like a bunch of like YouTubers, and they just
basically a lot of YouTubers get to do like
a conference and kind of thing. So she got convention. There you go. I couldn't figure out the word. So she pretty much had went to VidCon, what was it, two years in a row? And she got kicked out both times because they did not want to give her a creator badge.
You didn't want there to be chaos! Why the fuck would you put my face all over this event?
And she had a group of people that would follow her around, obviously, because she was on YouTube.
And which they said was a safety hazard or whatever.
Because she didn't have security. But then when she went again the next year, they still didn't want to give her a creator badge. They still didn't want to give her security. And then the third time, they pretty much banned her for life, right? Yeah, so she pretty much was like, fuck VidCon, fuck people, like, fuck them, and like, pretty much to the people who can't make it, they were just like, you know, let's do something else about it, like, let's make a Tanacon. And pretty much, to sum it up, Tanacon went to shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
It went to shit.
She had like a big imagination for it, but it went to shit. And basically, so Tanacon was on the same day VidCon was, same time, and it was like, I heard walking distance
away, like pretty much like down the street from VidCon.
And it was at the Marriott Hotel, which I don't even get how it could be at a hotel. Like, I don't know.
They have one of these down here too, and it's not that big?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never been to like a convention or something under the hotel. Shoot, that bitch should have came to fucking Ontario citizens, whatever the fuck. But okay, so I pulled out an article just to lay out facts for you guys, because I don't want to like give you guys wrong shit. And then after that, we'll talk about everything and then our opinion on what it is, because there is a lot of like opinions going around that is it her fault, is it Good Times fault, which they set up the event.
Supposedly there's like 15,000 extra people that showed up.
Yeah, exactly that too.
So we're just gonna get into more detail about it. How long did she plan it? Was it like 2 months or a month?
I think it was like 2 months or a month ahead in advance.
And then she had tried to plan this whole Tanacon within a short amount of time. Okay. It was really last minute. Yeah, basically it was really last minute, which I do think it was more so out of pettiness to have it, especially the day of VidCon. The 2 days of VidCon.
Yeah, I feel like if you would have planned the event, you know, more thoroughly and taken a little more time with it, it could have gone perfectly smooth. But since it was so rushed, I feel like that's how everything happened. Like, that's why
it was rushed. It was disorganized.
So the morning of the first day of VidCon, fans began lining up at the Anaheim Marriott Suites Hotel.
The hotel.
Yes. Okay, next door to the Anaheim Convention Center. Okay, so where VidCon was being held. Before 6 a.m. to enter the event, people didn't end up entering the building up until 9 a.m. On Twitter, fans got like hella pissed about it because, okay, dude, you're there from 6 a.m. You're supposed to register there, but no one got in the event until 9 a.m.
And people were sitting out there for like how many hours? Like 5, 6 hours.
5, 6 hours.
If you've seen like videos of it, I know there's some on Twitter.
Another thing too is that, okay, I guess Good Times, I don't know if they lied to her about the capacity or whatever, but the hotel did only carry a capacity of what, like
1,018 people.
Yeah, and she had sold
5,500, right?
Yeah.
It was 5,500.
And supposedly
that was how many people could fit. And I guess there was just like a hallway and like one big like room for it. So like it wasn't meant to fit 5,500. Was it 5,000 or 5,500 people?
5,000.
5,000 people that were supposed to go.
Yeah.
And then...
Okay, so fans basically had the option to buy the general admission ticket, which was free.
It was
so
free,
you didn't have to pay.
Admission.
Or you could buy a $65 VIP ticket. And with the VIP, you're supposed to be promised like a goodie bag, a for sure meet and greet with whoever the fuck you wanted. Like
you got like pass and meet and greets. You got the goodie bag was supposed to be 3 times worth the price you paid, which was $65 originally for your VIP pass. And most people, like, they showed their goodie bags and pretty much they got, like, a condom.
Yeah, a condom.
A Tanacon condom, a lanyard, and, like, a rubber, like, a little bracelet or something. And, like, stickers.
And then, I guess, due to safety issues, the first day, Tanacon got canceled. It got canceled. I don't know how long the event lasted for it to get canceled, I think.
Yeah, the fire department pretty much had to come and shut it down because the room capacity was 1,018 people, and there was a lot more people than 1,000.
And then everything what it could hold. Outside. People were starting, like, riots outside, being pissed, like... They've been there waiting for hours. They had no water.
They were sunburned. A girl fainted, I guess, from dehydration.
Yeah, a girl fainted. Maybe we'll find that video. Insert it, all of that.
Yeah.
5 hours. Almost 5. And we got really sunburned. Like, do you...
Okay, so then, I guess that day, whatever, it got canceled, and Tana later tweeted that day 2 of the event would be moved to a new venue within minutes away from this one that holds an extra 5,000 people and doing a free show with some very special guests. In the end, the event was canceled. Organizer Good Times announced on Twitter that refunds would be issued to ticket holders due to an overwhelming and unexpected response to over 15,000 unregistered guests arriving to the venue Friday morning. Unfortunately, it became a safety hazard. And yeah,
you guys, people literally were saying they flew. Like, they flew out.
I spent $2,000 to fly from Hawaii.
I paid $1,000 just to be here with my plane ticket and with the hotel.
They got hotel rooms specifically for Tanacon. Like, there were a bunch of creators on the list. I seen a lot of people were waiting for Shane Dawson. We just got done watching his video about his experience, I guess, like him interviewing Tana. Of course, if you watched the first part, he did not have Tana in. But when she did do a call, she explained that, like, you know, that the CEO of Good Times pretty much lied to her, left, that he told her that the room capacity was how much? 5,000 people, so how much she was going to have was 5,000. Everyone was going to fit. She went through meetings with them, and pretty much it all, like, never happened. There's supposed to be separate lines for VIP, for general admission.
Quick question, have you seen anyone with like a regular free badge? Everyone's had VIP that I've spoken to. Do you guys have VIP?
We actually paid for VIP.
Yeah, me too. Okay.
They had the badge, all the badges for VIP.
Exactly.
And that, of course, was not there. There's supposed to be security checking to make sure everyone went in who, like, had a bag, like, had no weapons, and that didn't happen either.
I guess maybe security got overwhelmed and they were just trying to get people in.
They were saying that they didn't see security. There's supposed to be security walking around, and they didn't see security.
Inside the venue.
They were just letting people inside, and I feel like it was really disorganized. Like, one, I feel like everyone is always trying to blame someone. Like, people were blaming Tana, people were blaming the supposed 15,000 people who showed up extra. They were blaming.
This is crazy.
There too.
What? So you end up right here, but you start
the CEO of Good Times, and I mean, like, you got to think about it all. Like, in reality, like, Tana, maybe she did or didn't show up to any of the meetings. You know, we don't really know that. But it's like, dude, like, he's having the event, he's throwing it for her, pretty much. He's doing all the planning, the arrangements, because that's what they're supposed to do. So at the end of the day, like, it falls on her because it was. At the end of the day, she relied on him because he was supposed to do his job. Yeah. And then you know, it's her name, so of course, like, it's Tanacon, so at the end of the day, people are gonna blame Tana, but you gotta realize, like, there's always more to that, like, she didn't plan everything.
Her throwing the whole
it's not her,
event,
like, good times pretty much was throwing it. They were supposed to help her. They did, like, when you're doing that, like, when you're doing an event like that, and, like, the company, like, Good Time was, like, they're pretty much throwing it for her. It was like a party, like, that was the host, you know? She was just the face of it. And it's like, okay, like, say you go to a club, like, you're still going to that club, but you still have, like, the host of a night. The host was pretty much Tana. Like, yes, it was like, well, Tana had her name out, like, it was supposed to be her, but if you think about it, like, there's always someone who plans everything.
Exactly.
Someone who's, that's their career in life. They do planning, and that person didn't pull through.
And I think my opinion more so on Tanacon is, I mean, I don't think it's, I guess, all her fault, just because how we were saying, like, she kind of relied on Good Times. Good Times was supposed to give her this and that. They
made a lot of
they made a lot of promises
they didn't
that
keep, they couldn't keep.
Exactly.
So how are you supposed to keep a promise to your fans when the person who gave you all these promises, they're not pulling through? Like, there's always a list of people. And
I do think also maybe she should have looked into getting a better, what is that, like, what is Good Times? Like, what would they be called?
like
A better
event planner.
No, I think. I don't know.
Like,
I guess it would kind of be an event planner, maybe.
Pretty much, yeah.
Maybe look into getting a better
it's like
event
more like
planner.
a company, like, who hosts events, like, they're behind it. And it's just like, she should have looked into them better, because I had no idea who Good Times was.
I mean, I do think too, though, I don't know if Tana looked at, you know, the event before it started, but I mean, I feel like if that was me hosting an event, I would kind of want to see where my fans or you supporters, whatever, are going to be standing in line. Are they going to get water? Are they going to get food? I feel like that would be my main concern, because, okay, Anaheim, it was probably like, what, 100 degrees?
It is June, like, here, if you're not from California, if some states are even hotter, but in California, in June, it can reach like 100. Sometimes the summers get up to like, what, 105, a little more, depending. So it's like, you would have to think that through, like, okay,
I mean, I personally, I would have probably brought my own water.
I would have brought my own water,
probably would have brought our own water, but I mean, I do think since people thought, you know,
you're gonna be in,
free,
so
you're gonna
right away. There's gonna be drinks that are gonna be sold there, so they're probably like, okay, well, we'll just buy something while we're in there, you know. And it's probably like, you know, like, of course I would have brought something, but that's probably what they were thinking. And it's like, most people, they flew out here, so they're probably like, oh, it probably isn't that hard, or they didn't know.
As well, here's my other thing is, okay, like, I'm not trying to, like, talk shit or whatever, but I feel like if you didn't register or whatever, get a free pass, a VIP, why the fuck would you fly out of state if you know you're not gonna get in?
Yes.
Like, I don't know, that's my thing. Like, why am I gonna fly out of state, waste like $2,000 if I'm not even guaranteed gonna go in because I don't have a ticket? So I mean, I don't know if there really was supposedly 15,000 other
people had like fake tickets. If you see, it doesn't really look like 15,000 people, but it does look like maybe like 5,000, maybe a little more. It said that really on the thing that there was only like 4,200 people that like really registered or paid for a ticket, and it looked like there was more than that. And I mean, people probably thought the assumption was it's for free. So they thought, well, we can come.
You don't have to register. Whatever. Because I mean, that's kind of what she portrayed it as in her videos. It's free,
But she also did say like you had to register for the ticket, even.
I mean, because honestly, shoot, if that was the case, me and her would have gone. We lived like 30 minutes away from Anaheim. And, but we didn't even have tickets, so it's like
we didn't go because we were like, okay, well, we didn't register on time, so we missed it. So we're like, we're not gonna bother showing up without a ticket, like, and be like, hey, like, anyway, we can pay for it here. Like, no, bitch, it's sold out.
Yeah.
Like, pretty much.
Okay, I know everyone as well was, like, bashing Tana hella on Twitter. Like, I know when Tana was on live, like, James Charles commented. I personally think, I mean, that was a little rude. I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's a certain way to tell things, people, and I feel like the way he said it was rude because... Come on, you really could have just let the girl do her rant, talk about it on her Snap or whatever it was, Instagram, do her thing, explain to her supporters, and you could have just texted her on the side or called her.
I mean, literally, like, if that was Jasmine, I would just be like, I'd call her and be like, bitch, you're gonna end this shit because this shit went to shit.
Yeah.
And there's no holding through, like, you know, like, just end it, like, before you do a day 2 and it be shitty, shittier, you know?
Yeah, I do think, though, because I know Tana didn't really say anything the first day up until, like, after Shane did. I know Shane was going on Twitter, like, talking about Tana, that he wanted to even return money to people. He wanted to throw a free convention and this and that, just because, you know, he realized that so many people went for him. And if, you know, Shane, he's such a, like, caring person, he cares really.
He offered on his next tour to supporters, like, he said if you came to Tana, if you registered, send it to him.
Yeah.
And he would, you know, have a special meet and greet with just you guys, like, with just the people who registered to see him in that state. And it was just like, dude, like, how nice is that? He didn't really have to, like, it wasn't his event, but because he was there and he realized so many people came for him, he was like, you know what, no, like, I have to do this for my subscribers who went just to see me because it was free. And they're probably like, yes, let's go, it's free, let's go see Shane. There was a lot of people saying that they wanted to see Shane.
Okay, so what do you think Tana should do, like, from here on out?
I think, one, there's people saying that they weren't going to get a refund. I think figure that out. The purchasing and everything went through them. So I feel like, you know, like,
I feel like really if there's anyone that owes someone money back, it would be Good Times. I mean, I feel like how Tana said, oh, she wants to give people money back from her own money. That tells you something about her, you know, that she actually cares that much. She doesn't have to do that. I mean,
at the end of the day, Good Times took your money.
Yeah.
Like, Tana was
the
face of it.
the reality of it.
Yeah, Tana was the face of it, and you guys can taunt her, be like, I want my money back from her. And it's like, but you didn't give your money to her technically, you know? Like, you guys gave it to to Good Times. Good Times took your money. Good Times did all the registering. And, like, you know, if they're a shitty company, like, they're a shitty company, like, but you guys need to harass them for it because Tana can only push them so much, but she doesn't have, like, oh, let me log into all their shit because I know it and let me just automatically refund you. Like, she can't do that. So, like, you just have to really, like, think about it. Like, think you guys are... Everyone's going for Tana. Everyone's saying Tana did this, like jumping into the conclusion that it was her, like that she pulled a scam. If anyone really pulled a scam, it was probably Good Times because who took your money? Good Times.
They pulled a scam on you. They pulled a scam on Tana and basically on everyone. So I mean,
me and Jasmine were talking about this too, weren't we? Right before we started filming, and I was like, dude, like conspiracy theory. So we were like, okay, so Tana did this rant, and what if Good Times reached out to her and was like,
because maybe they seen an opportunity, you know, they're probably they're probably a small company. How are you gonna grow yourself out? Maybe, who knows? Did they offer to do everything for Tana with her not paying anything? Did they charge her a little bit?
Did they give her a good deal? Like, maybe she didn't study, maybe she didn't do as much research as she should have behind the company, but it's like, this company made so many promises. This company was who was supposed to pull through on everything Tana wanted, on how things were supposed to be organized and safety.
I also heard too, like when Shane was talking to Tana was saying that like Good Times even got people from the hotel to lie to her. So I feel like there's just like a whole lot that we don't know still. If anyone did the scam,
it'd be Good Times.
But yeah,
there's still so much we don't know, but that's our conspiracy theory right now, is that Good Times scammed her to come up. Good publicity, bad, you know,
bad publicity, but they got their names out.
But they got their name out
somehow,
and that's where people are like thinking. And I don't know, that's why I think it's supposedly after like the first day went to shit that he left everyone at freaking Tanacon.
Can't keep doing this to people. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, do I talk about the fact that I was lied to about like venue and capacity sizes? Do I talk about the fact Michael literally got people from Anaheim, like Marriott, to lie to me about that? Do I say those things, or do I just take full blame?
And just left, and he flew back home, and it was just like, one, like, dude, you do know you're CEO and you're still in charge of this. Like, Tana is the face of it. Tana has the dream, but you're in charge of making that all happen. That's your job. That's what you're, you know, Tana said she'd let you do this, and, like, you're supposed to pull through on it, and you didn't. And supposedly left like all the YouTubers that were supposed to like, they're supposed to pay for them to go like pretty much leave, like left them stranded
and all that. I do know there was like another conspiracy theory too, saying that, oh, what if Tana just planned all of this for like attention, da 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 da.
But I don't think
that's
would.
real. I don't think that's real, just for the simple fact Tana really cares about like her supporters. Like, dude, if you watch her channel, you could tell she actually fucks with her supporters, you know? And I feel like you could see that. And I mean, why would she try to throw a whole free convention? Like, I mean, waste her money too on it and her time just for bad publicity to ruin her reputation,
and literally,
you know?
just it went to shit. Like, everything went to shit. It went so far from shit. Like, why would she let you guys, like, if you think about it, why would she have so many people come and then just leave you guys out in the hot ass sun? Like, she's from California, she knows the weather, she knows what it's like to be out there. Like, it gets hot as shit, okay? So it's just like, I don't see that, and I feel like a way to make it up, obviously we're gonna see more when Shane Dawson posts the other videos,
when he interviews Tana, and we've seen he does talk to Michael as well, the CEO of Good Times.
Yeah, so we're gonna
which
see
as
more.
well, Michael's like, he looks like 20 years old.
Yeah, he doesn't look like...
He doesn't look old, I mean...
I feel like she could have went with a better company, for sure. Yeah. That would have definitely pulled so much more through, and it would have been 1,000 times better. Maybe not have been, like, right next to VidCon. Maybe they would have been like, no, we need a few more months to do this. But
I do also think it should have not been at a hotel lobby, whatever, to begin with. Because, okay, one, I feel like there's already... like hundreds of guests staying there, there's gonna be no parking. Like, I wonder, that's my thing too, I wonder how the guests in that hotel were. Like, did they even know that Tanacon was happening? Like, imagine looking out your window and all you see is like 5,000 kids running everywhere.
And imagine the hotel having to deal with it, like.
And I've also seen some girl's video, if I could find it, I'll probably insert it, but she went through like the lobby and she told them that she was a guest at the hotel and she got into Tanacon like that way. Maybe that was like in the beginning that it started, but maybe a lot of people started doing it so they kind of caught on, but I mean, some people were doing that. So there's that too,
and it's just like, that's just crazy.
Yeah, but I still think, personally, I don't put all the blame on Tana. I mean, I do think maybe she should have done more research on the company, but I don't feel like everyone should just bash on her, because you just have to think about it. She's a 19-year-old girl trying to, you know, do something nice for everybody.
Literally, dude, why would it be free? General admission was free. Yeah. Like, if she wanted your money, she would have charged you. Everybody. She said she wanted it to be free, and it was free. Like, you guys have to think about that. She didn't lie about it. She did free general admission. If you wanted more, you paid VIP.
Exactly.
And it's just crazy to think of. And I don't blame Tana. I feel like at the end of the day, you know.
And I do think it was good too that, you know, they closed it down, whatever, the second day, because, you know, it was just too much.
Imagine
it was
you would have came back and you would have went through the same shit.
It was like, gonna be the same thing, most likely even worse.
So it's like, at least she shut it down. I mean, I feel like Tana can move forward from this. I feel like if she really thought about it, like, you could move on from it. Like, everyone could. Like, you can always make it up to people. Like, I think doing a tour, like meeting people on main stage, trying to meet as much as people who registered and people who came, like, who were supposed to visit, like,
I'd do it.
Most people were like, I really want my money back, and it's like, only as much as she can do on her behalf, but she tried. She was like, if you spent so much money, like, please let me know. Like, she'll try to help you. Like, she even said, if you guys flew here, like, if you guys, how much money you put into it, like, let me know and I'll try to help pay you back with my own money. And that really was kind of her. Like, she doesn't have to. She could have been like,
she could have just been a bitch.
I told you not to. I'm only refunding you guys for your tickets. Like, you didn't have to fly out here. Like, if you live that far. She really could have been like that. But she wasn't. And I feel like you guys have to think of that and, like, not put so much hatred towards her. Because you never know how she's going to make it up. And you never know what's next. And who knows? Maybe next year she'll throw a Tanacon again. And this time it won't be the shit. Tanacon 2.0. Fully revised and 3 times as, well, let's just say it's just better. It's not shitty. Know. Do you think if Tana 2.0 came out, would you go Tanacon 2.0?
Probably. Shoot, if it's in California. I mean, I'm not gonna fucking fly out buy a whole ass ticket just to meet someone, but that's
as far
me,
as we go is to Vegas for EDC.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's only a state away.
If I could drive there, I'll go. Other than that, I'm okay. No. Whatever.
Good luck, Tana.
I know. Good luck, Tana. Hopefully you fucking figure the fuck everything out and whatever, so forward. But I mean, other than that, that's pretty much it for our video and
our opinions.
Yeah. And other than that, thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I don't know when this is gonna be up, but I'll link Shane's shit down below so you guys could watch it, even though you probably already have, but whatever.
Just
Gotta
in
be
case.
a nice bitch. But other than that, we will see you guys on the next one.
Bye, guys.